We're on the record in cause number 324008. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Megan Rashawn Banks. Ms. Banks, would you please raise your right hand? Ms. Banks, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I swear.
Okay, Ms. Banks, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Ms. Banks?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Ms. Banks, the information in your case alleges that on or about March 16 of 2019, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of theft. Ms. Banks, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes.
And to this charge, Ms. Banks, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Now, you're pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes.
Ms. Banks, I'm gonna show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
On page 2 of the same document, Ms. Banks, are these your initials?
Yes.
On the line that says NOLA contingent. And on page 3 of this document, Ms. Jones, is this your signature above the line that says defendant?
Yes.
And on the next document, which is the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, gotta date that. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
And is this your signature on this document?
Yes.
There is one box that's checked at the top of the document. This box states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I also have another document here. This document is titled the Discovery Certification. Ms. Banks, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that says defendant?
Yes.
Now, Ms. Banks, prior to signing and initialing these documents, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you'd like to offer State 1?
Yes, Your Honor, and I'd also like to offer State's Exhibit number 2.
No objection, Your Honor, to either one.
No objection. State's Exhibits number 1 and 2 will be admitted. Mr. Grove, you've advised and counseled Ms. Banks. Is there any evidence that she is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
None that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
Ms. Banks, your attorney, Mr. Grove, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation? Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation? Ms. Banks, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of no contest and waivers were freely and voluntarily given, and I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, it's for 9 months deferred probation, no fine, restitution in the amount of $240.25 to be paid to the victim in the case who, on behalf of Academy Sports and Outdoors, 80 hours community service, and a theft class.
Now, the victim, we have George Brown on behalf of Academy Sports.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay. Ms. Banks, the state is offering that you serve 9 months deferred adjudicated probation. During the adjudicated probationary period, you'll be required to You will not be required to pay a fine. The fine will be waived. However, you will be required to pay court costs of $337. You will also be required to pay restitution in the amount of $240.25 to George Brown on behalf of Academy Sports. You will also be required to pay $60 each month probation fee, a urinalysis fee each month of $15, and you will reimburse the county the court-appointed attorney's fees of $250. Your total monthly installments that you will be required to pay for the month is $180. Ms. Banks, would you be able to pay the $180 each month? You have to speak up.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Ms. Banks, you will also be required to perform 80 hours of community service, participate in and complete the theft class, and you would also have to adhere to the other standard terms and condition of your probation. Ms. Banks, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes,
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
yes,
And do you accept the state's offer?
yes,
Ms. Banks, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Ms. Banks, if you successfully complete the probationary period, the deferred probationary period, this case will be dismissed. It will not appear on your record as a conviction, and you may qualify for what is called a non-disclosure. And you can talk to your attorney about the non-disclosure. He's quite competent in these matters. Ms. Banks, please stand on the X where your attorney is, follow the directions of the court clerk, and once you complete your time with the clerk, you'll be free to go, and you have a blessed day. Mr. Grove, you have a blessed day as well.
Thank you, Your Honor, you too.
We're on the record in cause number 321328, the state of Texas versus Sarah Ann Sales. Ms. Sales, would you please come forward? And this is on our motion to revoke probation docket.
Can you hear me, Your Honor?
Yes.
My video disappeared.
Okay, just hold on a minute. Okay, again, we're on the record in cause number 321328. The case is styled as State of Texas versus Sarah Ann Sales. Is that your full name? How you doing, Ms. Sales? You making it? That's good. Ms. Sales, you're represented by Attorney Wright Kimler. He's appearing via Zoom. His video went out. Mr. Kimler, how are you doing?
Doing well, Your Honor. Let me get my, yeah, there it goes. I'm
Okay.
fine, Your Honor.
Okay, and now Ms. Sales' case is on the court's motion to revoke probation docket. Mr. Kimler, you have an announcement?
I will set it for a hearing, Your Honor.
Set it for hearing? Okay, give us a date and then we have to do it in the afternoon.
Mr. Kimler, just so you're aware, the state will likely be filing an amended MTRP based on some new cases.
Okay.
Okay, give us a little bit more time. Yeah, April, you probably have to do it. Give him about 60 days. Okay. Yes, the case is going to be reset to May 28th
Okay.
at 10 o'clock. Ms. Sales, your case is being reset to May 28th at 10 o'clock for a hearing. You can stand over there on the X in front of the court coordinator over there on the end. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Mr. Kimler, we will send you your reset. And this is your only case. You're free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll do my best.
Okay. We're on the record in cause number 321234. The case is styled the state of Texas versus Jimmy Lee Doss.
That's one we already had this morning, already resolved.
Oh, okay. Okay. We're on the record in cause number 327960 and cause number 327888. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Jaden Joseph. Okay, Mr. Joseph, you can come on up. Okay, your full name is Jaden Michael Joseph? How you doing, Mr. Joseph? I'm doing fine. Mr. Joseph, your case is on the announcement docket. You're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Todd LeBlanc. Mr. LeBlanc, how you doing?
Good, Judge, thank you.
Mr. LeBlanc, you have an announcement that you'd like to make in the court?
Yes,
In this
Judge,
case?
we're in the middle of negotiations. I need a little more time. This is the second setting with me. We were here last month. And I've talked to the prosecutor, texted her, and so we need a little bit more time before we can get it worked out.
Okay, okay. Could you give us a reset? We're gonna keep it on the announcement docket.
May 7th.
Okay, it'd be reset to May 7th. You can get your reset. Once you get your reset, you'll be free to go. And Mr. Joseph, you'll be free to go as well. Mr. Joseph, you have a blessed day. And Mr. LeBlanc, you have a blessed day as well.
You too, Your Honor.
We're on the record in cause number 323518, State of Texas versus Miranda K. Hendricks.
Judge actually says her computer crashed just now.
Oh, okay, hold on. Well, let me do this. You're gonna be